In this Ifactner's Learn Dutch Grammar video tutorial, we will focus on prepositions in Dutch language. We will see different prepositions in Dutch. We will learn their meaning and we will learn to use how to use those prepositions in simple sentences. Then we will focus our discussion on prepositions for time and prepositions for places. Let's start. Prepositions are called Voorzetsels in Dutch. There are different kinds of Voorzetsels in Nederlands, just like in English. For example, out is for out, op is for on, in is in, onder means under, naar means towards, I'm going towards the market, achter means behind, naast means near, voor means in front of, before, boven means on top of, binnen means inside, buiten means outside, naar means after, and so forth. Now we will use these words or these Voorzetsels in different sentences, and we will learn new Voorzetsels for time and places later on. The first example is Ik ben in my house, which means I am in my house. Here we have used in Voorzetsel. Mijn broer staat buiten het huis. My brother is outside the house, or my brother is standing outside the house. So buiten is another Voorzetsel. Another example is het boek is onder the tafel. The book is under the table. Onder is another example. The feet start for the door, which means the bicycle is in front of the door. So here we have used for, which means in front of. Hij is here since 7 uur 's morgens. He is here since 7 uur 's morgens. It means he is here since 7 o'clock in the morning. So since is another example of a Voorzetsel. John start for Jane, which means John is standing before or in front of Jane. Jane start achter Jan, which means Jane is standing behind John. John start naast Baan, which means John is standing by another boy, which is Baan. So here we have seen that we can use these Voorzetsels in different zinnen, in different sentences. Now we will focus our discussion of Voorzetsels for time, wanneer. So we can use Voorzetsels especially for the wanneer, where and waar, for the places. Let's discuss. In Dutch, usually we use different prepositions to talk about the time. For example, if it's 2:15, that is 2 hours and 15 minutes, then we say kwart over 2. Kwart over 2. If it's 2 hours and 20 minutes in the afternoon, then we say 10 voor 2:30. In Dutch, if it's 2.5, that is 2 hours and 30 minutes, then we say half 3. And if 10 minutes are left, then we say 10 for half 3. 10 minutes before 2:30. 2:30 is half 3. 14:45 is quart for 3. That it means 15 minutes are left. Quarter is left before 3. And for 14:40, 2:40 is 10 over half 3. And 14:50 is 10 for 3. If you want to learn how to talk about time in detail, then please watch my video on time in Dutch. I will give the link in the description. Now let's focus our discussion on the voorzetsels with time. We can use over. For example, het is over 10 uur. It means it is in 10 hours. Het is over 10 uur. Tegen. We can use tegen like deze kantoor gaat tegen 8 uur open, which means this office will open around 8 o'clock. Tegen means around. Against. Tegen means against 8, but here it means the office will open around 8 hours, at around 8 o'clock. Om. De les begint om 2 uur 's middags. It means the lesson begins at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. De les begint om 2 uur 's middags. Or we can use om like om kwart over 2 is Jan in Amsterdam. Which means at 2:15 Jan will be in Amsterdam. We can use for the voorzetsel for time. For example, voor 7 uur 's morgens ben ik wakker. It means I am awake before 7 in the morning. Usually I wake up at before 7 in the morning. For 7 uur 's morgens ben ik wakker. So when we use 's morgens, then you have to add s at the end of the morgen. 's middags, 's morgens, 's avonds. Another example is aan, which means on. Here we say aan het eind van de maand heb ik weinig geld. At the end of the month I have little money. Aan het eind van de maand heb ik weinig geld. Onder, which means under in English, and we use it in Dutch while doing it, while at work, while studying. For example, here we say onder het studie speel ik niet. I don't play, speel ik niet, onder het studie, while I'm studying, while studying, onder het studie, onder het werk, while I'm working, while working. So onder means while, under. Then we can use in. For example, in het weekend is er geen les, which means during the weekend there is no lesson. In het weekend. Na means after. Here we say na 1 uur komt de trein het station binnen. So let's suppose we are telling a story, and we say that after an hour the train comes in the station. The train arrives in the station. Na en uur komt de train het station binnen. Tot is another voorzetsel, is another preposition, and we can use it like van 7:15 tot 7:30 was hij here. So we use van 7:15 tot 7:30 was hij here. From 6 to of till. It means tot means till. From 6 till 7:30 he was here. So we use tot for till. Since is another example of a voorzetsel. Nu ga ik sinds 3 jaar naar school. So it means that I have been going to school since 3 years. Tussen. Tussen means between, but here we use tussen de middag eet ik brood. During the lunchtime. Here it means tussen means during the lunchtime or during the afternoon I eat bread. Now let's discuss few example about voorzetsels for plaats, prepositions for places, waar, where. So we are going to discuss about prepositions related to where. Naar. For example, I can say ik ga met de train naar Utrecht. I'm going to Utrecht. Utrecht is a city. I'm going to Utrecht with the train. Ik ga met de train naar Utrecht, or I go to Utrecht with train. Both are correct. Ik ga met de train naar Utrecht. Ik ga naar de school. I'm going towards the school. Tegen. De paraplu staat tegen het raam. It means the umbrella is against the window. Is leaning against the window. It's standing against the window. De paraplu staat tegen het raam. Tussen. We can say Delft ligt tussen Den Haag and Rotterdam. So usually when we are speaking fluently in the streets, then we don't use the last N. We don't pronounce it. We say tussen. Delft ligt tussen Den Haag and Rotterdam. Delft is between the city Den Haag and the city Rotterdam. Tot. We lopen tot daar. We walk till there. We lopen tot daar. We walk up to that point. Aan. The clock hangt on the muur. The clock is hanging on the wall. So here on is on. On means on. Another example of preposition for plaats, for place is langs. Ik loop langs the coast. I walk along the coastline. Langs mean along. Ik loop langs the coast. Buiten. Buiten means outside. Ik wacht op je buiten het station. I'm waiting for you outside the station. Ik wacht op je buiten het station. Op is another voorzetsel. And we can say het trein naar Rotterdam komt op spoor 10. The train towards Rotterdam will come on platform number 10. Op means on, at. Het trein naar Rotterdam komt op spoor number 10, or we can say het cadeau ligt op de stoel. The phrasing or the gift, cadeau is gift. The gift is lying on the chair, op the stool, or on the chair. The cadeau ligt op the stoel. And we can use in as ik woon in Amsterdam. I live in Amsterdam. Or we can say ik ben nu in Amsterdam. I'm now in Amsterdam. Now I'm in Amsterdam. Ik woon in Amsterdam, or ik ben nu in Amsterdam. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was our lesson, our tutorial on Voorzetsels in Nederlands, that is prepositions in Dutch language. If you have any questions or comments, then please use the comment section below. Please like this video tutorial and share it with your friends and family members. I will see you next time. Until then, take care, keep learning, keep enjoying. Good day.
Like, share, subscribe. Ifactner.